Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Jamin, and look, y'all. Today I'm back today with another. And look, before we do anything under the vibes, Glove Motion all 2025. Appreciate all y'all for love support. We on the road to 5K subs. That's right, 5,000 subscribers. Y'all make sure to like, subscribe button for your boy J Mid. Now look, y'all. I gotta be quick because I literally have to finish packing my bag. I'm about to leave for vacation. So yeah, let's get this out of the way. Now I want to say before I even say anything, okay? Um, this is a part one to the video. I'm gonna do obviously more parts because there's obviously more that you can talk about. But I want to go ahead and say this. Everything that I'm about to say to y'all, I'm pretty sure 95% or 97% of it is not gonna happen. Be honest, sure, I think 2K26 is gonna be a very bad game. I'm gonna just give y'all some things because y'all been messaging me asking me if I had a wish list, what would it look like, and what were the things that I want them to do for 2K26 that would bring back the old vibes, meaning the community's lit. People are playing this game. People are staying up all night, right, to the AM playing the game. Okay, now a lot of the things I'm gonna say, which I'm about to just start with. First of all, let's start with the shooting. Okay, number one, get rid of all of these 1,000 shot timings. Go back to one shot timing. Stop making every spot on the court a different timing. Okay. You obviously can't stop cheaters. They're going to cheat regardless. Let's just cut that out. Okay. That's number one. Number two, take RNG out the game. Okay. RNG is another thing. We don't need that in the game. I want people to understand me when I say this. Okay, when you take out when you mess with simple things, like we don't need rhythm shooting either. Now, someone might look at it like, well, Jay, bro, like rhythm shooting not a problem. No, bro, it's something that we don't need. And quite frankly, it give your controller, if you want PlayStation, stick drift. Not to mention, you had the little paddle situation to where, and I understand that PlayStation players can do it as well, but we don't want the advantages. Just keep shooting how it's supposed to be. Use the button or the analog stick, right? But we don't need, because I'm pretty sure you could always use the analog stick, y'all. But we don't need all of this. You got to rhythm shoot, BS, things like that. We don't need all of that. Just keep it square or X, whatever, um, next gen product that you're on. Just keep it simple, right? Now, let's start with the experience online, right? Let's start with the city. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro, and I know I'm speeding up because I guess it's not gonna be the longest video. I could have made this about a 50-something minute video, but some of y'all don't know. Y'all don't like the long videos, so we're gonna try to keep this one short, right? Plus, like I said, I gotta finish back my bag, so I'm probably just gonna be able to do a long video anyway, okay? So I want to start with the city. I don't like the city, y'all, but I'm gonna say this: we know the city's not gonna go anywhere. So what I want to say is, if it was up to me, I'll get rid of the city, okay? But we know that's not gonna happen. So one, the servers. I mean, that needs to be the first thing they look at, bro. The servers shouldn't be an issue. Are y'all not tired of every year, right? So when y'all load up the game, you're lagging in the lobby, whatever that you're in the city, you're lagging while jogging through the city, all types of stuff, bro. The servers are bad, you're always delayed. That's got to be addressed, okay? Number two, builds cost way entirely too much. If 2K, and if y'all are, if the devs in here are listening to this video, which I'm pretty sure you're not, but if you are, I want you to understand this. When you make things super expensive, a build should not cost you $150, especially the way that your gameplay product has suffered and gotten worse ever since the next gen console has been announced. And I'm talking about PlayStation 5 and things like that, right? Because obviously I'm a PlayStation person, right? There's no need for builds to cost $150. Also, I don't like how you just give everybody 99 overalls. I want you to understand this. What keeps players on the game, they want to play for something. When you're just giving away 99, like, bro, there's no, and then on top of it, like we said before, your gameplay is not up to par. So when we look at gameplay, nobody, me personally, this is my opinion, y'all. I don't like to just give a 99. I like the road to 99. Remember how it was in 2K19? And I know what y'all gonna say, well, nah, Jay, this is a part of the problem. Y'all want to go back to things that they already had in the game. We want new things. Well, let me tell you why you can't ask for new things. And it's not your fault. 2K, every time when we ask for something brand new, 2K cannot input it in the correct way. So therefore, yes, I know some of y'all want new things, but that 2K can't input it the right way. So me personally, if you want the community litigant, if you want players on this game, if you want the category of Twitch not the bottom of barrel when it comes to the 2K category, then you need to stop giving out free 99s and make it Road to 99. Road to 99 will keep players on the game because they know they can't just be a 99. They know they can't just buy to just get to 99. And that's what I'm saying. When it comes to these, prices, a build should cost to max out a build, y'all. Not even max out a build, because if they go back to Road 99, you can't even max out a build. But it should be at least a build should cost you minimum of $70, bro. $50 to $70, right? It shouldn't be 150 because you got to think some of y'all are paying $80 for the game. Some of y'all are paying 100 for the game because y'all getting a legend, whatever is called, things like that. So you got to look at it from that standpoint and think, bro, why am I gonna pay this much for something that is not I'm not getting the value on, right? So I want y'all to understand that. So me personally, I would go back to Road 99. Stop giving out free 99s. The price has got to be better. Um, Gameplay, you already know how I feel about pro play. Pro play should be extinct. I don't care if pro play is not the total cost of gameplay, is definitely not helping gameplay. And if it's not helping gameplay, we don't need it, bro. Right? And I feel like a lot of extra things in this game when it comes to, these TikTok emotes, we don't need that stuff. I feel like that stuff could be more focused on is your gameplay polished? But you're worried about adding these zesty TikTok dances, and the only person in the NBA that does that stuff is Jared McCain, right? Who I believe he got injured or something like that, right? But that's only one person. It's not like TikTok dances were trending in the NBA. No, that was not. You didn't have grown men doing that. You only had one person doing that, and that was Jared McCain, right? Well, I believe didn't he win Rookie of the Year, something like that? I don't know. But like I said, bro, next thing we're gonna move on to, my court needs to actually be better, and what I mean by that is, again, the servers is a reason why your my court experience is not it. Then on top of that, when you practice in my court, because yes, the 2K community did want the my courts back, and it should have never been taken out from the get go, right? But when you practice in there, it should be how it's supposed to be. Don't, let people practice. They go out there and all of a sudden it's a different, experience. It's like, what's the point of practicing if the same shots they just practice on greening, now all of a sudden it's slightly late, slightly early. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like that has something to do with RNG. And on top of that, some of y'all do take bad shots. But like I said before, make it a reason why you put it back in the game. Don't, we put my court back in so y'all can stop saying my court needs to be in the game. It should never been taken out the game in the first place, bro. And like I said, we're not going to obviously cover everything, but we're going to get through most of it, okay? Next thing I want to say, the rec in general needs to be retired, okay? Now, when I say this, I mean they can still have a mode 5v5, you know what I'm saying, with randoms, things like that. But I feel like the rec has been cursed. Okay, I feel like it's been cursed. It's turned into a meme experience. Like you cannot, and I've said this numerous times. You're new to the channel. You cannot play 2K and be like, yo, I just want to chill and hoop and play on randoms. It's not going to work. And on top of that, once again, 2K cannot input things the right way, right? And I don't care. And notice everything that I'm saying to y'all, I'm providing y'all with examples and factual things. I'm not just saying this just to say it. The reason why I just told you why they got to get rid of the rec, right? But they can, let's say they bring back a mode that's similar to the rec, right? Stop. You got to take out squad rec. That's got to go. Okay. Yes, they got to take out squad. I understand that some of y'all gonna be irritated, bro. Why they take, bro? Nah, me and my homies, we play squad rec. Well, because y'all want easy dubs, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not saying like, okay, who don't want to, obviously get free wins. But what I'm saying is, squad rec has become another troll experience. Like if you don't have 5 people, and y'all know what I'm talking about, and you're just in there with 3 people, or you're in there with just somebody else that your experience is going to be terrible because the people that you don't know are going to treat you like they're really good at the game, and they're really not, right? Like sometimes they'll go in the game and you're not going to get the ball until y'all start going down by 15 points. Like it's a troll. That's what I'm saying. The rec itself feels like it's cursed. It's like they just got to restart. You can keep a mode like this in the game, but you got to take out squad rec. And also when we talk about random rec, you got to, after every game, and I know this is going to piss a lot of y'all off, and I don't give a fuck because I'm going to provide you with facts, right? When it comes to random rec, after every game, kick everybody out the lobby. Let me repeat myself again. When it comes to random rec, after every game, kick everybody out the lobby. Now, before y'all go rambling in the comment section, right? Well, Jamin, why they got to do that? What if I find decent teammates and I want to keep playing with them? Well, guess what? That defeats the purpose of random rec. Because let me tell you something. I want the devs to me when I say this, and I've said this numerous times, bro. You do realize the point of random rec is there's no chemistry. Nobody knows one another. And y'all wonder why y'all have so many blowouts? It's because 9 times out of 10, the team that you're so-called facing are not randoms. They were randoms before until they won 2 in a row, 3 in a row, 4 in a row, and they all stayed in the lobby. And the next team that they played, which is not a team, it's a group of randoms that don't know each other, have no chemistry. They're gonna get beat by 50 because this team that you're so-called playing up against, they have been winning 3, 4 in a row. So it's not even a balanced matchup. It's unfair, right? They clearly have an advantage. And a part of the problem is going on with the 2K community and what the devs don't understand with this community is anytime there's an advantage, bro, people are going to take advantage of it. You see what I'm saying? And the fact that we have, not even we, but the devs have allowed that advantage to be happening forever. You could argue ever since, we were on current gen. It's the fact that it shouldn't still be an issue. That, and y'all want to know why there are so many bloods and random rec. Like, y'all be like, bro, how am I playing random rec if people going to 2-3 zone? Because they won 2, 3 in a row. Think about it, y'all. If you are able to stay in the lobby, you're not really that's not randoms really anymore. If y'all don't won 2, 3 in a row, hell, sometimes I don't play with people, I don't won 6 in a row. You see what I'm saying? But when I stream, I don't do that no more, right? Because I feel like it's just unfair, bro. When you're able to just stay in the lobby and just go on a streak, yeah, y'all gonna blow teams out because y'all are pretty much a team now. You see what I'm saying? So that is why they gotta take that. They gotta kick everybody out after every single game, bro. Every single rec game, kick everybody out. When it comes to the park experience, please, bro, I feel like gameplay is the reason why the park is really dead, bro. Like the environment, we care about that stuff too, but the gameplay is the important thing. The gameplay is the engine of what really is the 2K community. If the gameplay is bad, the community gonna be bad. If the gameplay is slow, like and not even with just gameplay, I feel like the IQ gets worse too. Notice how I told you before, and I was streaming earlier, and I said, bro, if I were to stream every single day of 2K, I would have already hit my goal of 5K subs, but I would have also been very sick because playing the game is going to put you in that stressful mindset, especially if you're playing on your own, bro, right? So I feel like that's, another thing that should be looked at. And like I said, if they take out squad rec, then just have it to be pro, bro. Just have a so-called rec mode for just randoms, and it's a actual random mode. Yeah, they still have it to where you can, let's say you want to add people that you ran with before, you want to add them, you could do that. But you're not allowed to stay in the lobby with them because you're basically becoming a team. You're basically becoming a team, and none of y'all can try to justify that because everything that I just explained to you is a fact. But the problem is some of y'all want to beat up on bots. You see what I'm saying? And trust me, I understand. You don't want to face a so-called elite team every single game. I understand that, right? But the point of randoms when it comes to solo rec, nobody knows one another, bro. Nobody knows one another. Games will be balanced if you took that out of random rec and stop. And like I said, squad rec got to go. If you got a team, you got to play pro-am, bro. I don't like Proving Grounds. You can get rid of that too. Proving Grounds, another mode. It don't matter. Proving Grounds is not some comp mode that they tried to, input into the game, right? Because when you allow everybody to walk in there, people get exposed, bro. Now y'all might say, like, bro, it wasn't that it was people trying to test their, skill set. Nah, bro. If they said in Proving Grounds, look at the trailer. If you feel like you are one of those players to where you are really good, go play Proving Grounds. Proving Grounds is just as bad as random rec. And it got the same issue. Now, I wasn't aware in Proving Grounds that it actually faced squads against randoms. I wasn't aware of that. But the devs, they weren't either. Because when I was streaming one day, somebody was like, you're playing against teams, right? In Proving Grounds. I was like, what you mean? Nah, I'm in randoms. Like, I'm playing with randoms. It was like, yeah, but you're playing an actual team. And come to find out, these guys had the same, the little clan username, and they were actually trash, by the way. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that's in Proving Grounds to where you could be on your own with 4 other people you don't know, and in Proving Grounds, they'll put you up against an actual team that know each other. It's another advantage that these devs are not aware of. Also, Another part of the problem, bring back the demos, bro. Bring back the demos. I can assure you, if they would have dropped the demo before 2K25, people we would have knew this game was terrible. We would already knew the game was gonna be bad. We would already knew by gameplay. And I feel like, and see, this what makes it like very concerning to me. I feel like 2K knows that. That's why they didn't do it. To where no, we're not gonna drop a demo because a lot of people are not gonna be happy with this, right? So I feel like that, not having a demo, not being able to test the game before it's actually out and polished is a part of the problem as well. Um, I want to also talk about seasons. That needs to go, but it's not going to go. Like I'm saying, a lot of things that I'm saying, y'all, are things that I would want them to do in order for them to, in my opinion, get back on track. Seasons, me personally, not a fan of it. I would get rid of it because your rewards, first of all, and when we want to talk about being lazy, bro, the rewards that 2K are giving y'all, first of all, it's a slap in the face. You grind, some of y'all are grinding for these rewards just to find out at the end of the season they give all the rewards that you grind for, including cap breakers, for free. They give them away for free. So some of you that was probably stressing like, man, I'm not gonna be able to get this level 40 where I gotta get this reward whole entire time, right? They're giving out for free. So it's like you're playing for nothing. It's like that's why I be telling y'all, if you don't played over 1,000+ games, you might as well start making content because you're not gonna get the value and time that you want out of your my players, bro. You're not gonna get the value and time, right? So that's what I'm saying. Seasons it's a lazy style because the rewards they give you are rewards we saw, bro. The Doom buggies, retire it. We don't care about the Doom buggies. We don't care about the transportation rewards because, quite frankly, you done had them in previous games. And here's my thing: all 2K tries to do is, well, we changed. It's just like the courts. Well, it's different because we changed the color. No, it's not, and it has no type of impact. Like if the reward said like, okay, if you use this item, you get 10 plus to shooting on your my player or something like that. That is something worth playing for. And on not only that, make it to where you can only earn it that time. Not, oh, we're gonna give this item out away for free. And I'm saying the people that they have in office don't know how to manage and understand a community. That is going to piss a lot of folks off when people are spending their time because they want a reward that they feel like if they don't get this reward, it's gone forever. Just to find out you gave it away for free. You know what I'm saying? That's like somebody saving their money for something and they feel like, okay, this is my only chance of getting it. To only find out, you know, they giving away for free after you done bought it. You see what I'm saying? After some of y'all done, and I've never done this, buy a so-called battle pass from 2K just to find out, oh, you bought the battle pass for what? Because we giving these items out for free at the end of the year anyway. So it's like it's like a heist. They're not telling y'all the reality and the truth of, yo, this is what we're doing and it is what it is. Like they don't care. Another thing, these events, not only, and this is why I said we need demos. Bro, how many years are we gonna go through these events are not working? Are y'all not tired of that? Are y'all not tired of that? I am. And I blame that on the devs as well, right? Not only that, but every event, people are cheating. Like I told y'all, people are still going to find a way to cheat. That's why, so when it comes to this shooting stuff, bro, you might as well go back to one timing and get rid of all of these timings, right? Because you got to think the more Jay, to shoot, because some of y'all, I know some of y'all don't know what y'all talking about, right? And y'all opinion, Jay, the shooting actually too easy. They got to make it tougher. Yeah, so you're going to make more people want to cheat even more. So you want more cheaters in the game when you already know they're going to cheat, right? Use your mind, right? If we talking about shooting a basketball, okay? If you're open, especially if you shoot a decent percentage, right? If you know your shot, you know your shot. Don't try to punish me because Johnny or Timothy is cheating. That's not my fault. It's not my fault. And then y'all allow these guys to cheat. Same thing with tattoos. When people want to put these racism type of tattoos, and I'm not getting off track, I'm just being honest, right? Y'all allow them to do it because y'all don't know your community. Of course, they're going to put all types of racism and all of this weird activity as a tattoo. They want attention. But guess what, devs? You don't know. Everybody that in the 2A community or that's been a part of, or, plays or a part of 2A community, they know that's what the community does. They do weird stuff. They want attention. but you allow them to do it. Like in some games, you're not even allowed to put certain names because they block it out. For 2K, they don't. They let you. Bro, me personally, what 2K should be doing is if you are in the tattoo shop and you try to put some type of racism or anything, it should be an automatic account ban, right? Because the fact that you even tried to do it, you don't, it's like you shouldn't even be playing. You see what I'm saying? It should be an automatic ban. But no, right? What 2K is going to do is just get rid of all of the fire tattoos because people want to be weird, right? Instead of actually going after the people doing the weird activity, right? But like I said, Joe, I have a lot more to add to this list. This is only the first part. There's like I said, obviously there's multiple things you could add to this list. Like we and me personally, I think we need another 5v5 mode for randoms. Like, Proving Grounds was a failure in my opinion. Make another if you're because we most likely the wreck is not going to be gone. That was me. I want the wreck to be gone. I feel like it's a curse, right? Um, put another mode. Put another 5v5 mode. What is hurting that? What is hurting if you put another 5v5 mode in the game? I promise you, people would play, especially if it's a different type of, environment. It's still 5v5 randoms, bro. Put another 5v5 mode in the game. Get rid of all of this extra, emotes and stuff like that, and actually use some creativity and make things actually different, right? But gameplay, it should me personally and I want to say this by the way too, going back to gameplay. The builder, go back to the 2K19 builder. Again, I know what y'all gonna say, nah, bro, we want something new, Jay. We can't go back to things once again, and I'm gonna say this again for the ones that didn't hear me the first time. We can't say we want new things anymore because the devs don't know how to input on what we are asking for, right? So go if you can't input something in the right way, just go back to something that worked before. The 2K19 builder system was fire. There were multiple build names. There were all types of different builds. You had the double takeovers back when takeover actually meant something. And that's another thing. Takeover, if you have takeover, bro, you should be able to go crazy. It shouldn't feel like you have to unlock a certain type of animation to get takeover. Meaning, y'all know what I'm talking about? Like when you get takeover and you shoot and you're not seeing the difference, or you attack the basket, you're not seeing the difference in gameplay. But in the like that right there, right? But in a previous game, if like a 19, if you had takeover, you did a crossover, you would know because your player, gonna start moving different, right? Or if you had finishing takeover, your player gonna dunk over 2, 3 people, put them in animation. You see what I'm saying? That to me is what takeover is. Something your player is going to go crazy, bro, right? But I blame that on gameplay. Dribbling is terrible, right? The 2K19 engine, y'all, they need to go back to that, bro. Could y'all imagine a 2K19 with the city? Imagine that. Imagine a 2K19 with the city but better servers. We wouldn't care about the city because guess what? If you have control over your my player when builds are not almost $200, bro, that's fire. You see what I'm saying? People go play. You're gonna have all of the content creators back on there playing in the stage and in the park going crazy. But now it's like it's a way it's an experience that you can't even if you were to go back in time and think like, bro, I can't wait till the next gen consoles is out. Imagine how 2K gonna be then. We would not imagine the game be this bad, bro. And that's how I know whoever they put in office, because we know there's multiple devs, they've hired some of the wrong people. Because the people that they've hired have took their focus off this actual basketball sport into like a Monopoly type of game, right? It feels like this game is more about Monopoly and gambling than basketball. They're showcasing these My Team cards for what? All just so you're gonna open it and still not get the card they showcase, right? But then they try to throw in your face, hey, buy this VC, buy this VC. Like you can clearly tell the focus is not what it used to be anymore. It's more they want you to gamble and buy instead of you actually playing basketball and having that fun mindset of wanting to chill and hoop. Like some of y'all just want to play basketball, I get it. But that's not what this game has been about, and that's what they need to go back to, right? Another thing I want to say, hairstyles should not be something that you have to unlock. What are we doing, bro? Did NBA Live not prove that, again, you shouldn't have to unlock hairstyles? Why are we still having that? And that's what I'm talking about with seasons, bro. When we talk about those rewards, that's a sign of laziness. You're making a hairstyle a reward that you or an eye color. That is not a reward, bro. That's not. You shouldn't have to unlock a hair color or a hairstyle. What are we doing? Right? But that's what 2K is doing. You see what I'm saying? But that's why I feel like 26 is gonna be bad. Because it's like they're not focused on the sport. They're focused on gambling. They're focused on getting you guys to they're getting focused for y'all to getting y'all to bait y'all to buy things that you don't need, like the battle pass, right? And I just explained that before because like I said before, once every item that you unlock is gonna be free regardless. You can. What is that? You can. I already have one, but I'll bring another one too. Well, take this one then if you need it, then bring it, I'll send it back when you come back. All right, cool. But like I was saying, the one in the bathroom. But like I was saying, chat, there's a lot of things when it comes to gameplay that I have no, I have no hope that 2K is gonna fix. Okay. Shout out to Mama Mid, by the way, too. You know what I'm saying? All love to Mama Mid. She about to start her channel, by the way, right? You're supposed to bid start her channel, but like I said, y'all, this is only the first part. Please put in the comment section, and I want to say this before y'all put in the comment section anything that you want to add. Put some info into examples on why you're saying that. Don't just say, oh, do this to do this. Say why. Because you see how when I said certain things, but I explained to y'all why, that's what I want y'all to do. If you're going to have an opinion, explain why you have that opinion. Don't just say, oh, I want them to do this because it is. Don't just say, nah, they need to keep rec. Nah, say why. Say why. Don't just because if you can't give me a reason why, then there's no need for them to keep it really. I told you why I want them to get rid of it. It's I feel like the name is a curse at this point, bro. It's a curse. I want this before I get up out of here too, by the way. All of the big time creators, I want y'all to understand this, especially a lot of them that came from the 2A community. Um, I don't want to see anybody in the comment section tell me that I'm yapping because when they say it, like for example, and I rock with, so he was like I said before, he was one of those creators to where, like he said, a lot of y'all grew up watch. I was one of those people, right? I was young watching So back then, but I was like, maybe like 15, 16, you know what I'm saying? But I was one of those people to where, So was around, the community was actually lit. You know what I'm saying? I was around, right? But don't when So says it's facts. People should have been saying this stuff. Don't tell me that I'm complaining, bro. Right. And I feel like a lot of y'all it's like a lot of y'all be picking favoritism. I understand that he's a legend into a community. Like I said, we understand that we give him respect and credit for that, right? But don't tell me I'm just yapping when I am providing you with not only facts, but reasons on why I'm saying what I'm saying. Because that's a part of the problem. A lot of y'all don't want to hear out other creators because you don't know who they are yet. Well, welcome to this channel. And I keep real in this channel, bro. I'm not sugarcoating shit. I'm going to tell you how it is, bro. And I still feel like a lot of devs should be fired. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. Because you can tell whoever they brought in, that connection and that familiar of basketball is not there anymore, bro. So other than that, I will see y'all probably in a couple of days. I'm probably gonna stream. I am gonna vlog this trip. I'm still not telling you where I'm going yet. Y'all gonna have to find out soon. Just know it's gonna be a lot of fun, in my opinion. And I'm gonna take y'all with me, bro. So, like I said, I want to see y'all comments. I want to see what y'all got to say. But please provide some actually info on what you're saying. Okay. And let's be real here. Don't say, "Oh, y'all already down in the game. That's why it's gonna be bad." No, bro, be honest with yourself. And you saying that right now, because probably right now somebody saying that like, "Oh, y'all always say the game gonna be bad." It's like y'all want the game to be bad. No, we don't want. I don't want the game to be bad, bro. That's why I just gave you a bunch of things that I want them to do that I know 95% of the time they're not going to do. Right? If I want the game to be bad, I wouldn't even make a video. Right? It's just the reality of 2K and the direction that they have been focused on. Open your eyes. Pay attention to what's going on. Right? When have the devs talked to us lately? I don't know. Exactly my point. So if anything, how you gonna sit there and tell me that I want the game to be bad, but I'm over here making videos saying what they should be doing. And you got devs who have been on vacation since 2024, still not talking to y'all. What are we doing? Anyways, I'm out of here. Y'all be good, man. I'm gone. Peace.